De Bruyne's corner. Holland! Goal! Here's Salah. It's Mo Salah. It's Mo Salah! Absolutely sensational!
And we're live. Welcome back for the penultimate deadline stream of the season. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we today? I can't hear the music. There we go. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another deadline stream. Second last one of the season. Can you believe it? What a season it's been. The last few weeks have been terrible. A few red arrows in a row, down to 20k, but we're nearly there. 2 game weeks to go. How's everyone feeling today? How's everyone feeling about the season ending soon? Are we looking forward to the end of the season? Or are we going to miss FPL? What's the vibe today in this stream? Let us know in chat. How's it going? I hope you're all well, and I hope you're having I hope you had a good week. We've got the weekend ahead of us. Friday night game tonight, and then we've got the FA Cup final tomorrow. Sunday is absolutely stacked with games. How many games we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on Sunday. So that's going to be great. Looking forward to that. Then we've got the Arsenal Burnley on Monday, and then Tuesday a couple more games to finish the game week off. So good to see everyone. Welcome to the stream. We've got the Jonathan Kidd, we've got Raz, we've got Ido, we've got PJ, Ash, FPL Bateman, Henrik, Dave, Letice, James is here, PDK, Martando, Shane, Logan, Joe, how we doing? Kendall, Matt, Bacon Man, FPL Nap, Oakley, Scatty, Dan, Sketchbard, Prince Farouk, welcome all to the stream. Good to have you here. I've been working out what to do with my team. I think I'm going to take a -4, guys. First -4 of the season is coming in the stream. What did everyone say when I was asking about the season ending? Did anyone answer that question, or did I get aired? I'm sure I saw a few thoughts about the season ending, how we're feeling about it. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. I was on the... this is Dave says, hey Oscar, I can't wait for the season to be over. PJ says the season's been a disaster. Taking the Tis says, let's go. And PDK says, I'm almost winning the mini league for the first time ever, and the nerves are shot. Oh, good luck, good luck. I hope you bring it home. Spook says, has let the mini league slip last game week. Is it over, or can you pull it back with the next 2? Triple captain Gabriel is safe. Ah, what did he get in the end? I think he still... Haaland still scored more last week, didn't he? All right, Danny, how you doing, mate? Haaland last game, he did still outscore Gabriel on that double, didn't he? Great Bash says, it's been a tough season. I'm going to miss out on the top 1% for the first time in years. So where's everyone at now rank-wise? Chuck your rank in the chat. How's everyone getting on? And are you happy where you are? Yeah, the last 2 weeks have been frustrating. 10 to 20k. The top 10k dream is over, I think. Bradley's also 20k. I'm going to go for it one more time this game week. Like, I've got to go for it. Just one more time. So this week I'm going to take a -4. My first -4 of the season, and also my last. FKN says, bench boost is active. Gudmundsson Rogers to Saliba and Dewsbury Hall. Or João Pedro, Gudmundsson Rogers to Gyökeres, Keane and Dewsbury Hall -4. I think that's a nice -4, but you need Keane to keep a clean sheet though. I don't know if I'd do that. I think I would just do the first one for free. Oh, the Gyökeres is so much more upside though. I think Gyökeres and Saka are the sort of ones you could justify a hit for. I think you're less likely to get the points back on the -4, but it's like high ceiling. You know, Gyökeres could smash a hat-trick and then you'll be looking at that first combination and being, well, I've got a clean sheet, that's it. You got Dewsbury Hall in either, so it's... Yeah, I would go for the -4. I think it's fine this week for Gyökeres, Saka and the -4. Don't mind that. You look like the Southampton manager. Oh god, here we go again. I got tagged again in a tweet the other day saying I look like him. I look like the Southampton manager. Who would you say I look like the most? The Southampton manager, Cole Palmer, Patrick Bamford, or Leandro Trossard? Because I've had all of those. I've had all of those before. Trossard, you know what? Trossard is actually the one coming in for a -4. That's my plan. Soko says Rogers to Ndai, Dewsbury Hall, or Sharda. I think I like Dewsbury Hall the most out of those, but they're all great, honestly. That could go either way. But I like Dewsbury Hall. 15 goal involvements. He's been great. Calvin Harris. That's another one. Mesut Ozil. Pete Davidson. What? Optimised Henderson. You look handsome, Oscar. Wish I had your looks. To be fair, I was on the FPL show today and they had to put makeup on me. You have to wear makeup when you go on the FPL show. Final one of the season. So I was on with Az and Kelly, so that was good fun. My final one of the season was meant to be like a week or two ago. So I was really confused when they asked me again. But what happened was, they sometimes get people to go join remotely on Zoom rather than in the studio, and they had someone on and their internet was really bad, so every time they asked a question and cut to him, his answer was like so then it was like ruined the show basically because the internet was so shocking. So yeah, I still got, I got sent this photo as well. Someone was at the pub and they had it on TV. That blows my mind. Like, there's pubs in the country that have got my mug talking about FPL. You got more makeup on than Kelly. Oh dear. So anyway, that was fun to do that. It's on. I think it's on the FPL site if anyone wants to watch it. Half-hour episode. Ain't got much time though. Dead ringer of Calvin Harris. Mikhail, thanks for the 50 months. He says, and Dying Keen in for Stroik and Tavernier, 2 free transfers. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that. It's hard to answer it without knowing the rest of your team and whether you could use that extra transfer for something in 38. You know, like I might do Thiago to Bowen in Gameweek 38 because West Ham have got Leeds home. But yeah, those are 2 nice moves. David with the 29 months as well. He says, what's your plan moves? So I need to know what you guys think about this, because I've not had much time to think about my team, because obviously the FPL show and then yeah, not had much time since I got back. But I've looked at so many options. One of them was João Pedro to Gyökeres. That looks quite nice. I could do Saka for a -4. That looks quite nice. I don't know if because I like João Pedro's next two. Tottenham home, Sunderland away is pretty nice. I still believe in João Pedro. Maybe I'm just stubborn at this point because I've owned him at all the wrong times this season. But so then I could do that, and then it's just whether I'd take a -4. It's obviously not really advisable to take a -4, but I'm tempted to do, and I probably will, Gross to Trossard -4. What do we think? What do we think? Captain Pole is Saka as well, so yeah, I'll probably captain Saka as well. Bruno's second, then Gyökeres, then other. Well, others are 1% ahead. No point taking a hit. It's not a move I would ever do normally in the season. Basically, let me check live FPL. I'm like, it's impossible. It's basically impossible, but I'm 18 points outside top 10k now. It's not going to happen, but like, what's Gross's ceiling generally is pretty low, isn't it? Like, he's done pretty well. He's ticked along with the assists. Like, fair play, he has. 6, 2, 8, 8, 6, 2, 8, 2, 5, 3, 2, 2, 12. So one double-digit return. One goal. I know Gyökeres will hurt me, but then I'm selling João Pedro and I'm playing Gross. So in my head, I just think it could be a little bit better to keep João Pedro and just hope somehow he can go close to Gyökeres and then do Gross to Trossard. Trossard's also got a low ceiling. He's got holes in him though. He does have holes in him. He's got 2 goals. I mean, yeah, this might be a useless stat because it's different managers and stuff, but he's got 2 goals, 2 assists against Burnley in his last 3. Obviously, he's returned in his last 2 in the league. He's showing some end of season form, like clutch goal against West Ham. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna be pissed off if I make the move, and you know, Trossard ends up blanking. Either way, I miss out on 10k. The only world where I regret it is if keeping Gross, and somehow Gross hits a double digit, and Trossard blanks, and that was the difference between 10k and not. I just feel, I don't know. I wouldn't do it normally, but we've got 2 game weeks to go. Digital says I'd keep Gross. And that's the thing as well. Leeds have got quite a few players out. Gudmundsson, Bogle, Okafor, Gruever out. Struijk and Ampadu are doubts. They could still make the game, but they're doubts. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like the advisable play, but I think with 2 game weeks to go, why not? In 2 weeks' time, I'm not going to look back and be like thinking about this week. It's going to be the summer. I'll be on holiday somewhere, drinking a beer on the beach. I'm not going to be thinking, why did I do Gross to Trossard? It's only a game. That's what I'll tell myself if it goes wrong. Anyway, Ahmed says, start 1, DCL or Gross, 2, Munoz or Kadioglu. I'd probably start DCL with the home fixture, and I'd go Munoz over Kadioglu. Thorn says 22k, 1 free transfer, Watkins to Gyökeres or Cherky to Trossard. I would do the Watkins to Gyökeres move for sure. Yeah, I prefer that. El Chivers, 2 free transfers, Rice to Saka and captain, and Rodgers to Dewsbury Hall, or 2, keep Rice, Rodgers to Ndai, or both options, and bench Cherky in 37. Yeah, I like option 1. You're moving Rice up to Saka, and Dewsbury Hall is an upgrade on Rodgers. You'll be glad to get rid of Rodgers, surely. Let's poll it. Should I do those moves? Which should I do? Palmer to Saka. Palmer and Gross to Saka. Oh, I've run out of characters here. How do I abbreviate it? Palmer, Saka and Tross? That works. Something else? No, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to put something else. I don't want to confuse myself even more. We'll go with that. What should I do? Palmer to Saka or Palmer and Gross to Saka Trossard -4? Be honest. Don't just agree with me for the sake of it. I know I've said my reasons why I quite like it, but maybe it's the wrong move. Maybe Gross does something against Leeds given the injuries. How did you run out of characters? You get a character limit on the polls apparently. Didn't know that. First time I've ever put a poll option that long. This is Dave says, sell DCL or João Pedro for Gyökeres. I've got double Brighton defence, so selling DCL makes more sense. By the way, don't sell Gross. The Leeds have got lots of injuries. I would definitely rather sell DCL if you've got the choice, 100%. I like João Pedro more than DCL for these next two. Yeah, definitely DCL, especially with the Brighton defence. Chris says, what would you do? Budget's limited. All end in 0 or 0.1. So you can do Gross to Trossard. You could do Tav to Dewsbury Hall. You can do Stroik to Lewis Skelly. You can do João Pedro to Gyökeres. What's that? Oh, is that 2 moves? Okay, and Tav to Mainu. Tav to Trossard. Stroik to Rodon because of the injury. If I had to pick one, I'd say number 1 is the best, and then number 3 is close behind. Is Mainu the best mid? How much is Mainu? Is there not any better mids? I guess he is playing, isn't he? He's 4.7 mil. Can you afford Stack? Mainu's not bad. If you can afford Stack, he's an upgrade on Mainu for sure. But Mainu's not bad, to be fair. Defcon in his last 4, got the goal against Liverpool. Yeah, I would say it's really close, option 1 and 3. Nah, I think option 3 just edges it. It just all boils down to how João Pedro does, basically, in the next 2. I'm going to take the chance and skip Gyökeres myself, but I do think it could go horribly wrong. Also, so I don't know if this will happen, but I think there's a small chance that Havertz starts one of the next 2, maybe the Palace game. But I think it does depend on if Arteta wants to play or start Havertz in the Champions League final. I think there's a chance he'll favour Havertz. Could be completely wrong, and therefore, like, would he give Havertz a start for the rhythm from kickoff? So maybe Gyökeres becomes an issue in 38, but it might not matter because you could just sell him straight away for, like, Bowen, for example. But I think I'll go option 3, Chris. Yeah, Goose says he's got Hincapié, risk him or sell. Does he start? I think reluctantly he's a sell because Calafiori was spotted training. Lewis Skelly can play there. It's just too much competition. I would get rid. Lawrence, thank you for the 1 month. Is a -4 for Gyökeres and Dewsbury Hall good? Yeah, I think that's fine. I think Gyökeres is the type of player you could take a hit for this week, and I really like Dewsbury Hall. I wish I had more transfers because Dewsbury Hall would I think I'd bring it. I don't know. I'd love to have Dewsbury Hall this week, maybe instead for Gross if I had more transfers, but at this point I'm just chasing maximum upside, so I'm looking at Trossard. I did consider Dewsbury Hall for a hit. Yeah, I think that's fine, especially if that's how you fund Gyökeres. If you can just do Gyökeres, just leave it at that. Phantom says 1 free transfer, Mitoma to Dewsbury Hall, Trossard or Kalioglu / Senesi to Saliba. I would rather get rid of Mitoma because his season's over, so I would go for Dewsbury Hall or Trossard. Dewsbury Hall's the safer one because he's definitely going to start the next 2. Trossard's like high risk, high reward, so just go accordingly based on that, Phantom. I wouldn't be buying Trossard if you're like you're looking to just play conservative and defend a mini league or a rank or whatever. Trossard, I think Trossard is like a Hail Mary pick, if I'm honest. And I don't normally do Hail Marys, but it's Gameweek 37. You know, maybe this is like the 1 in 100 games where Trossard bags a brace or something. I think he's got one hat trick. Do you remember that? Remember he got the hat trick against Liverpool when he was playing for Brighton? So it's like it's an absolute Hail Mary moonshot, but I prefer Dewsbury Hall ordinarily. HF FPL says, hey Oscar, João Pedro and Lacroix to Yokos and Keane. Yeah, I like that. I rate that. Good moves. Yeah, go for it. FK says, Man United defender worth a punt for the last two. I don't think I'd go Man United defence for the last two. But yeah, there's not many teams with good clean sheet odds for the final two. It's just Arsenal, really. Yeah, like Chelsea and Everton joint second for clean sheet odds in the final two. For Everton, it's mainly this week, isn't it? But there's always the DEFCON potential. Where's Man United? I mean, it has nothing in it, to be fair. Look, 0.6 clean sheets Man United, 0.7 Chelsea. It's not, yeah, I don't mind it. I guess we're at a point in the season where we're talking about negligible differences. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's something I'll definitely say if anyone's got like a feeling about a player. Like earlier in the season, whenever I make a transfer, I'm always looking at the next roughly 5 game weeks. And that's when there's like bigger gaps in the data where you can like start to draw conclusions about players. But like, when you're talking 2 game weeks, you can see how close these all are. So, yeah. Don't mind it. I just don't have as much confidence in the Man United defence as opposed to like if you can get maybe Keane. But yeah, none of them are particularly great for the next 2. Like Fulham have got Wolves this week. That's not bad. Bruno G captain. I don't know if I'd captain Bruno G, but I like him as a differential. Again, I think he's a really, really nice pick as a little punt for the next 2. Nick says Raya O'Reilly, Gabriel Saliba Rogers. 2 free transfers, what to do? So, let's see. So you've got Gabriel Saliba. Is that you got the double Arsenal but not 3? Oh no, you've triple defence. Sorry, yeah, I see. How much have you got in the bank, Nick? Like, if you can afford Welbeck to Thiago, that's really nice this week. Wilson's fine. Maybe Sarr. Maybe Sarr out. Sarr to Dewsbury Hall. That looks quite good. 0.7 mil. Sarr to Dewsbury Hall. Or even Sarr to Ndai. That looks quite nice. Is there anything else? You got 0.7. Can you afford Welbeck to Thiago? That's probably your best move, no? Which game should I play on Roblox, Focal? I'll be honest, I don't know a thing about Roblox. You give me the options and I'll pick one out. You can't afford that. Okay. Yeah, maybe Sarr out to like Dewsbury Hall and Dye might be your best bet for this week. Or obviously Bruno G's a really nice differential as well, but I think yeah, maybe Bruno G. I saw Hal said like Gordon's going to be... There's a lot of interest in Gordon, and I think he expects him to leave. Did you guys see that? So I think we could see Bruno G on pens as well, home to West Ham. And I guess again in 38. So Bruno G is a really nice differential. Can you afford that? And then you bench Rodgers, I guess. You bench Rodgers or Welbeck. One of those two. Gordon... Yeah, it's going to Bayern Munich. Harvey Barnes or Bruno G. Definitely Bruno G. Yeah, I think Bruno G will be on penalties because Gordon's out. It could be Osula up top. Yeah, I don't mind Gyökeres captain. That could be the play there, Nick. Chris says he's got triple leads. So, oh, sorry, you can't get stack. Okay. Yeah, so Mainoo's alright then. Mainoo will do the job. Let me just triple check there's no other mids. So Mainoo was 4.7, was he? Yeah, okay. Midfielders, 5 million. and you can't afford Anthony. Because Anthony, you never know, he could be handy in Game Week 38. But I remember you saying you were tight for money. Otherwise, yeah, I think you got it there. I think Mainu is fine. Yeah, Mainu. But if you can afford Anthony, you never know. Yeah, Gyökeres. I said, yeah, Gyökeres captain is fine, Loris. Yeah, I mean, like, Anthony's not bad for Game Week 38. I don't think you can afford him though. I remember you saying you were like 0.1 mil short, or yeah, didn't have much in the bank. But like, they've got Wolves home. That's a really interesting game in 38. Again, if you just really want a punt next week, obviously don't buy him now. But like, Burnley versus Wolves. Who knows? They're both going down. Maybe it'll be like a 4-all game. Fleming, Anthony could be good. Fernandes to Saka. Oh, I don't know how I feel about selling Bruno to Saka. What do you mean Enzo? Oh, Enzo Fernandes to Saka's nice. Yeah, I don't mind that. No, Gabriel captain's alright. Have you seen the captain widget on the Focal app? Look at this. This has never happened before. That has never happened. Look at that. That's how tight it is this week. No, normally you guys have seen this widget before. Normally it's like there'll be the top one's 5 stars, the next one's 3, the next one is 2, and then there's a couple of 1s. But we've got 5 equally good top options this week on the captain widget. Can't separate them. Who's everyone going for? Ricardo says, hi Focal, thoughts on stroke to Saliba for double defence and captain on Gabriel. Good luck all on the final 2 game weeks. Yeah, I did consider Gabriel captain. Like, the clean sheet odds are absolutely disgusting this week. Look at this. 61%. I think that's the highest I've seen all season. Maybe ever. Maybe even ever. This is where Burnley score in like the 5th minute, but the odds are unbelievable. You never know, like if it's one of those games where he scores plus keeps a clean sheet, then, you know, 15 pointer, 30 as captain, I don't mind it. Yeah, and with the double defence as well, it's even more gains that you get from Arsenal clean sheets. Technically you're on triple defence because you'll have the captain Gabriel. A wildcard draft. I'll try and do a wildcard draft in a bit. Stein says, who's the better -4 punt, Saka or Gyökeres for Eze? I would say Saka. I'm more confident in 2 starts for Saka than I am for Gyökeres. They probably both start the next 2, but there's maybe a small chance on Gyökeres. I wish I listened to myself more often though, because I don't know if anyone remembers this, but I've been saying in videos about O'Reilly. And people were like, there's no chance that O'Reilly, unless to be fair, was it an injury? I don't know why he wasn't in the squad. Maybe it was an injury. Maybe I'm overrating myself for that. But like, I had this gut feeling that I should have go Gueye because O'Reilly could miss a game when you've got Nori, like amazing backup. You've got Vardy or near return. But yeah, I don't know why he wasn't in the squad. Maybe it was injury actually. Before I get ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm just wondering about Havertz. So I'm willing to just take on Gyökeres as a... I guess there's a few punts I'm taking on here. I've got like double Brighton defence, taking the Trossard punt and the no Gyökeres punt. It was all punts though. Like I could be an even bigger red arrow. Rice versus Trossard. If you need someone that you're going to use this week and next, Rice. But if you're able to bench in Game Week 38, if you've got concerns, then Trossard. Like, which is my situation. If need be, I'll play Tavernier against Forest in 38 and bench Tross. Lewis, SW says, Lewis Skellion, what's his predicted minutes for the next 2? Oh, you never know, but he should start the next 2. Like, he's looking a lot better than Zubimendi right now. And obviously he can play left back as well if there's any issues with Calafiori's fitness or... I mean, Hincapié is an option as well, but no, I think he's good. I think him and Mosquera are similarly good, to be fair. Like Mosquera, is anyone looking at Mosquera? I think he's even cheaper, 5 mil. You never know with Arteta. Like he could do something random like Calafiori right back, but I think Mosquera is good as well. Maybe Mosquera is potentially better. Oh, it's really hard to say. We don't know what the situation is with Timber exactly. Yeah, sorry, Pian. Bear with me. I'm just working through. I'm behind on Super Chats, so I don't recommend anyone sends one. Let me just catch up here. 13 Killing says, can you help with this, please? It's not a good team, but I wanted 6 doubles last game week. Henderson, Gabriel, Munoz, O'Reilly, Bruno, Semenyo, Hinchelwood, Haaland, DCL, and Pedro. I can't afford... Canvo and Hill, Tavernier on the bench. With 1 free transfer. Who's your other keeper? I guess Henderson's okay, but double defence. You've only got 0.1 mil. You've got Gabriel in place already. You've got Rice there. You've only got 0.1 mil. Limited options. Limited options. Tricky one, that. There's Camvo to Keane. There's Tavernier to Dewsbury Hall. That's quite nice. But who would you bench? Maybe just do Munoz to... Can you afford Munoz to Keane and then DCL to Bowen in Gameweek 38? That might be your best bet, 13. Yeah, maybe just Munoz to Keane. If that funds DCL to Bowen in Gameweek 38, that could be quite nice. Yeah, maybe go for that. That's probably your best bet. It's difficult to see anything else because you have no way to get to Gyökeres or Saka. Sam Cromer, thanks for the 25 months. He's got Rodgers and Sarr. Should he take a -4 Rice and Trossard? I don't know if he needs to take the hit for Rice, but you never know. Could come off. Probably just do one move, not both. Who have Villa got this week? I've forgotten what Villa's fixture is. I think I would just do the one move. If you need someone for the next 2 weeks, go Rice. If you can afford to bench them in 38, I think Trossard is higher upside this week. But let's say if he's a potential minutes risk in 38 and you need to bench him, I'd only go for him if you've got that option to start someone else. Oh, they've got Liverpool. Yeah, maybe just do Trossard and that's it. Don't think I'll do both. Just Rodgers to Trossard. Oh yes, tonight. Of course it is. Or maybe if you can afford Sarr to Trossard, actually, that's probably better just because of Rodgers and his minutes being much more reliable. Jay says, hey bud, I used my free transfer, Palmer to Saka. Same front three. Pedro out for Gyökeres from -4, or could Pedro do bits? Thank you for this season. I've looked at it, and I don't mind it. I think it's alright as far as -4s, but it definitely could backfire. Like, Spurs have won at Stamford Bridge. I mentioned this in a video, so I might be repeating myself to some of you, but Spurs have won once at Stamford Bridge since the start of the Premier League in 1992. Once. One win. But, you know, on the other hand, Chelsea got the FA Cup final, 3-day turnaround. Spurs are fighting for survival, so you just really... It's hard to say with this one, but I don't mind it. I probably would do it if you intend to also captain Gyökeres. Bank says, any prizes for winning the FPL Nation Cup? I don't even know what that is. What's the FPL Nation Cup? Like, you mean represent your country? Are you winning? I don't know if there is. I don't know what the prizes are for. Winning overall and manager of the month, something like that. Question from Pian says, hey Oscar, best team selection for the bench boost this game week? What do you mean if I could pick any bench? If I could pick any players for the bench, I mean the best clean sheet odds this week. Or maybe if I go to the team odds, that'd be better. Those are the teams with the best odds. So if you're bench boosting, target those. So Arsenal, you know, you've got Trossard, you've got Gyökeres, Saka, Raya, Gabriel. For Everton, you've got Ndai, Dewsbury Hall, Keane, Tarkowski. Man United, just Bruno, really. Brentford, Thiago, Collins. Fulham, you've got Wilson. And in terms of projected goals, yeah, for Arsenal, I guess it's the same ones I just read. Newcastle's down up there. You could go like Bruno G. That's about it. But look for those players at the top there, Pian. Yeah, any team. It'd be those top ones, those top teams really. The top 5 or so teams in both columns there. Paulo Diago, thanks for the 25 months, says, I fucked up. I've still got my... You've still got your free hit, bench boost and triple captain. What should I do? So... Oh, God. The free hit you definitely use. Probably in 38. Gameweek 38 free hit's nice. It's basically like a 1 week wildcard. And then in terms of this week, it really depends how good your bench is. If you've got a strong bench, go bench boost. If you don't, just triple captain. Whether that's Saka or Bruno. Rodgers to Dewsbury Hall or Bruno G. I mean, both are good. It depends if you can do anything with the Dewsbury Hall money. Because Bruno G costs a lot more. If money's no object, I think Bruno G is like the ultimate differential right now. Should be on pens. OPME, thanks for the 3 months. Hey Focal, what's your transfer plans? I'm going to do Palmer to Saka and Gross to Trossard. That's the plan. Baz for hands. Raya to who? I've got Darlow and Triple Brighton, 5.4 mil on the bank. Why would you sell Raya? He's got the best clean sheet odds of the entire season. What am I missing with this question? Don't sell Raya. I don't understand that. Keep Raya. Chris says, thoughts on Watkins to Bowen differential? Yeah, I think Bowen's nice for the next 2. If I was ranking strikers for the next 2, I guess it would still have to be Haaland and then maybe... I think Thiago versus Bowen's pretty close. Maybe Thiago edges it actually. Bowen number 3. Oh, maybe I should include Gyökeres in that. But yeah, anyway, I think Bowen's good. I'm probably going to buy Bowen in 38. Who are you captaining? I'm probably going to go Saka. Just because by the time the deadline arrives, I'm going to have triple Arsenal. So I think I just need to push it maximum upside. What I don't like about Saka is he's going to come off early. We'll just have to see how early. Like it was 80 minutes last game, but Arsenal were chasing, weren't they? And then... But like if this game is 3-0 at the hour mark, I don't know how much longer Saka makes it after that. Because like, there's no way Burnley coming back from 3-0 down at the Emirates. So yeah, part of it is you're going to have to hope Saka does the damage by then. But yeah, Bruno's really nice as well. Captain poll. Yeah, let's do one. So in terms of which I should do... 65% say just Palmer to Saka. 35% say also get Trossard -4. Ah. Come back to that one. Captain poll then. Who's your captain? So I'll put Bruno Fernandes, Saka, Gyökeres, and I'll have to go other because I mean there's so many good options. Like you could have Gabriel, you could have Haaland, you could have Thiago. Who's the best triple captain? I was just saying this week for the first time ever, it's a 5-way tie on the captain widget. A 5-way tie, like they're all on 5 stars this week. So take your pick basically. You would say an attacker is more upside, wouldn't you? So like, but you never know. Gabriel could spike a big return, but you'd probably want to favour a Bruno, Gyökeres, or Saka. I personally wouldn't go Haaland. Personally wouldn't go for Haaland just because it's a 3-day gap from the final to Bournemouth away and Bournemouth have got a 10-day rest, but they're all valid. Captain Poll is up anyway. Aaron says Raya, Henderson, Gabriel, Van Heck, Mukiele. He's got 3 free transfers, 1.8 mil on the bank. Okay, so you've got Raya, you've got Gabriel. Is it double Arsenal? Oh, and you've got Eze. Just trying to work out if you've got a way to Saka, or maybe not. Maybe it can't be done. 1.8 mil on the bank. Tricky one this. I like Welbeck to Thiago. I would do that. Welbeck to Thiago. You could just go, yeah, you could sell Eze and go triple defence. So Welbeck to Thiago. Eze to Ndai. And then maybe like Mukiele to Saliba. Can you afford that? And you go triple defence. Yeah, it's just whether Eze starts in the next 2. Maybe he doesn't. DCL to Thiago. Eze to Ndai. Ndai could be Bruno G, actually. I don't mind that. Ndai's got Sunderland home. Bruno G's got West Ham home. Both on pens. I guess Bruno G's next 2 are better. So yeah, I'd say Bruno G perhaps in for Eze. And then maybe Munoz, actually. Munoz out. Yeah, Munoz to Saliba. And you go triple defence and back the clean sheet. I like that. Chiz says, which to do? Tavernier to Somerville or Hill to Lewis Skelly? I prefer Hill to Lewis Skelly, for sure. I think Tavernier to Dewsbury Hall is also worth looking at. Garner to Dewsbury Hall. It's a little bit sideways. I don't know if I would do that. Garner's fine. I mean, Garner's the top scorer in Everton mid. Food for thought. But yeah, if I was going to pick one, Chiz, that would be the Lewis Skelly one. But I like Tavernier to Dewsbury Hall even more. Harsh, thank you for the super chat as well. One free transfer. Is it worth a -4 for Dewsbury Hall and Gyökeres for Rice and Watkins? Team is Raya, King, Gabriel, O'Reilly. So Dewsbury Hall and Gyökeres for Rice and Watkins. I'm not a massive fan of selling Rice, but he's nowhere near the goal involvements right now, and he's not even getting DEFCON much, so I think that's alright for a -4. I don't mind it. I am petrified of Gyökeres this week, I can't lie. Maybe it's worth me taking a hit to sell João Pedro for him. But no, I think that's a good -4. Can't see anything else that'd be worth doing here. Yeah, looks good. Looks good, Harsh. Go for it. Risky Pearl, how we doing? It says, hi, Oscar. I've got 4 free transfers. Munoz, Cherky to Tarkin and Dye. Yeah, I like that. I think Sunderland home is definitely a fixture you can target this week. I was saying earlier on the FPL show, Sunderland are 5th worst in away games for both expected goals and expected goals conceded. So you can target them with Tarkowski, Keane, Pickford if you really need a keeper, or in Dye, Dewsbury Hall, even Beto if you need a cheap forward. Yeah, I like the moves, Risky. Bit behind on chat here, so I don't recommend super chats. Let me just catch up. Jay goes, thank you for the 27 months. I should be studying for second year exams, but here we are. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jago. Just don't forget to crack on with the studying as well. But yeah, and obviously, understandably, FPL comes first. G says, Senesi, Palmer, DCL to Gabriel, Trossard, Gyökeres, triple Arsenal. I like it. I like the moves. Yeah, go for it. That's a good triple up. Sem Cromer says, should I start Lacroix or Hill this game week? I would go Lacroix. You'll have better clean sheet odds. They're both great for DEFCONs. I mean, the odds aren't good, are they? Palace 14%, Bournemouth 11%. But yeah, I would say Lacroix just about. I don't know. They're probably both conceded. It probably doesn't make a difference, but I would say Lacroix. Yo, Oscar, who do you think is the king of Gameweek 37? I'll go... Trying to think of a random player. Who do you think it would be? King of the Gameweek this week? It was De Kuiper last Gameweek. He got 15 points. Trying to think random, like maybe Raul Jimenez. Let's go Jimenez brace. Nah, I don't think it'll be him. I've said it now. I'll stick with it. Jimenez. Dewsbury Hall. Gross. Thiago, Madison, Enzo Fernandez, Hinchelwood, Eze. Per Hansen said, on the bench boost with 3 free transfers, double Arsenal defence, should I do Saka for Gibbs White instead of Saliba? Also Justin for Lacroix, keep or sell Wilson for the last free transfer. I would keep Wilson and I would rather get Saka. Yeah, I'd definitely rather Saka. Justin for Lacroix. Not sure I follow that one. That feels like a waste of a transfer. I would just leave Lacroix. Or if you need to sell him, go like Tarkowski or Keane. They got pretty good clean sheet odds, or like Collins from Brentford. But if you've only got like 4 mil, I don't know. Is that a separate move? Is that to fund Saka? But yeah, Saka definitely. Lacroix I would keep rather than buy Justin. But if I was buying a defender this week, Tarkowski, Keane, obviously an Arsenal defender's fine, and Collins, that's about it. You like 0.5? Oh, so you need to go Lacroix to a 4.5. Can you afford Keane then? What about Keane? Or if it's just for 1 week, you could go for a Fulham centre-back, or go for like... I don't know how much Robinson is. Check Robinson's price, or Bassi. But if you can afford Keane, I would say he's number 1 there. Don't know about Justin. Leeds have got quite a few players out. Ahmed says, I'm chasing upside. Harry Wilson or Bruno G captain. If I had to pick one, Bruno G, but I wouldn't captain either of those. I mean, there's other good upside captains. You could go Gyökeres, or you could go... I mean, I don't know how many Arsenal defenders you've got. You know, like let's say if you've got 2, you captain Gabriel, and then it's like having triple defence. Or if you've got triple defence, it's like having quadruple. Gyökeres is still good upside, but yeah, I'd say Bruno G if I had to say one, because... I mean, he'll be on pens. Unless Voltamala starts and also takes, but it could be a Sula starting. Beredas, thank you for the 18 months. João Pedro dilemma. Tavernier to Trossard, expecting Mins. Captain Saka 30k. Yeah, I think I'll be captain of Saka. I'm going for it. Tavernier to Trossard I like. Yeah, I'm probably buying Trossard myself. In terms of his mins, yeah, I don't think it'll be 90. I think it'll be like 75. But I saw a comment on Reddit, the Arsenal one, about Martinelli, and apparently his Achilles has been strapped up recently. So maybe that's why he's not played the last 2. Maybe he's over that now, but maybe he's less of a threat to Trossard than we thought. Just an interesting little tidbit there. Maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing. But yeah, I'm okay with the Trossard punt. We've got 2 game weeks to go. RTS says he had 90 minutes the past matches. Yeah, that too. The only thing is, like Ødegaard was fantastic off the bench. If he comes in, does Eze just drop out and that's it? Or does Eze move left wing potentially? So there are just some permutations there, but I think it's alright, Trossard. Burnley home. Worst team for a bunch of expected metrics. Finlay says, would you captain Gabriel with triple Arsenal defence? Yeah, I mean, if you want to really push it maximum upside, quadruple defence is perfectly fine. It's a really Hail Mary play. I mean, is anyone captaining Gabriel? Obviously, we had 18% other on the poll, so like, there's a lot of people that aren't going Bruno, Saka or Gyökeres, so I reckon quite a few of those 18% will be Gabriel, maybe Thiago's in there. Don't know who else is in there. Gabriel, yeah. Heather's going Trossard captain. What did we get to here? Finlay's question. Sean, he said start Sar or DCL or Sar to Trossard -4. I would start DCL over Sar. I mean, Sar might not even start. DCL, I'd expect to, and on pens, so DCL. I mean, I wouldn't take the -4 unless you're really chasing. You need a big swing, like in my case. It's a Hail Mary. It's not good. I mean, it would be an absolute moonshot. But imagine like Trossard comes away with a couple of goal involvements, and other things go well. Maybe there's still a very small chance of top 10k, but it's probably like 10% chance, if that. The Samu Ho, thank you very much for your super chat. Fahim said sell Haaland for Thiago and get him back in 38. I mean, it's very it's a bit messy, but I probably wouldn't do it if you've only got one free transfer. Like Haaland against Bournemouth is still not bad. It's not something I would do, but I don't hate it either. Mate, if it's Trossard King of the Game Week, I'll do some kind of forfeit for next game week. What would the forfeit be if it's Trossard King of the Game Week? Are you even the slightest bit worried that Arsenal struggle against Burnley? I just honestly cannot see it. If you look at the season Burnley have had, I just cannot imagine a world where they struggle against Burnley. The pressure is going to be too much. The crowd is going to be absolutely insane. The atmosphere will be bouncing. I just can't imagine it. You know, maybe Burnley will snatch a goal, but I just can't imagine a world where Burnley would ever take 3 points. Forfeit is to give us a 30-minute vlog. What am I vlogging? Vlog what? You were hoping for a top 10k, but now you'd be happy to just stay for top 50k. Burnley looked good in the last game with the new manager, but they're away at the Emirates. It's just, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine Burnley taking a result from Arsenal at the Emirates. That truly would be the biggest bottle. Like, even if Burnley managed to score the first 2 goals, you'd still back Arsenal to win it 3-2, 4-2. Vlog the bees. Maybe maybe I'll do. I don't think that many people would be interested in it, but like I have thought about it, just making some content in the off season with my bees, my beekeeping, checking up on my bees. 100 gifted memberships. I don't think the memberships is a good one though. That's the thing, because the season's almost over, so it's not even like people can get much benefit. Like, the season's over in a week and a bit. I'll have to come back to that. Anyway, Ewan says top forward 8.2 mil. You've got Haaland, Thiago, triple Arsenal and City. I'd say João Pedro probably the best one there. Go João Pedro. Surf says triple captain Gabriel or Saka or Haaland. I mean, Saka if I was picking one, because he's my captain. I'm probably going to be Saka captain Bruno Weiss. So, my team will look like that after I make the moves. Oh. So I'd say Saka. Ewan says captain Saka or Gabriel, start Gross or Van Heck. Gross or Van Heck? Probably Van Heck and captain Saka. Vijay, thank you for the super chat. Logue says Welbeck / João Pedro to Gyökeres or Struijk to Saliba. I would do Welbeck to Gyökeres. That's better than Struijk to Saliba in terms of upside, definitely. Harsh, thank you for the 3 months. Who should I captain, Gyökeres or Bruno? If I had to pick one, I would say Bruno. But that's a coin toss. But Bruno. Bruno's not blanked at Old Trafford since Game Week 12, months ago. Or is that last year? Yeah, that's last year. Samuel says, Palmer to Trossard, Gross to Dewsbury Hall, Jean Pedro to Gyökeres. What do you think? Yeah, I like it. Good moves. I don't mind that at all. 3 good players you're bringing in for this week. Joshua says, 10 points behind mini league leader. How to catch? 10 points isn't much. But, I mean, the obvious answer is to look at their team, who they've got, and then who you could bring in that's good that they don't have. And just going back to the captaincy matrix, like, or is it? Maybe captain someone that you think they won't. Like, if you think they're going to go sack a captain, then go for Captain Bruno. 10 points is nothing. 1 good week and you can make that up. Yeah, that's how I would approach it. Igor says, chasing players that play for something. Tell or Somerville, 6.6 mil budget. What about, how much is Bruno G? Oh, he's 6.9, that's annoying. I would rather Dewsbury Hauler and die, honestly. They're playing for something. I don't like Tell or Somerville really that much for the next 2. They're okay, but I prefer Dewsbury Hall or Ndiaye. And Dewsbury Hall gives you so much money that you never know what that could be used on in Game Week 38. That could be a lifesaver, that extra money. You'll have an extra 1.3 mil. I prefer him to those 2. Marty says, mate, in the trenches, I need a Mitoma replacement, 6.2 mil and 1 transfer. Trossard 6.6. Yeah, I'd say Dewsbury Hall and Ndiaye. I think Ndiaye is exactly 6.2, so maybe that's a sign. His data has been pretty good the last 2. Overall, he's been kind of disappointing, but the last 2 game weeks, he's been his underlying numbers have been pretty good. So Ndiaye or Dewsbury Hall. What's wrong with Eze? He's okay. It's just whether he keeps starting. Yeah, like Risky says, 6.2 for Ndiaye, exact money. That might be a sign, but check if you can use the Dewsbury Hall money for something. And Ndiaye is. Sounds good. Good luck. I did consider him this week. Sean says, DCL to Gyökeres from -4 and 1 point ahead of my league. Yeah, that's probably worth it because you'd expect people below you to buy him. So I think it's a good defensive move, even though you start the game week in 2nd place or whatever, thereabouts. I think it's a good move. Struggling with this game says, hi Oscar, we have almost the same team. The difference is you've got DCL, Lacrosse, and Menyo instead of Thiago Stroik Cherky. 4 free transfers, what would you do? I'm trying to hold a 15-point lead. So, are you saying you've got Palmer? I would do Palmer to Saka. Palmer to Saka. What if you did something like Palmer to Saka, DCL to Gyökeres, Semenyo to Dewsbury Hall? Like, it's a little bit risky because Semenyo has actually been still getting the minutes and he scored again finally last game. But that just seems like 3 really, really strong moves to me if you can afford all 3. Wildcard draft. If I was wildcarding this week, I would have triple Everton, triple Arsenal, Bruno, Thiago. That'd be the core of the team. Basically, grab a screenshot of that. Hang on. So those are the teams with the most projected goals for the final 2 game weeks. So those are the ones to target in terms of goals. And then for clean sheets, it's that. So like, yeah, I would have Everton for this week. Like Tarkowski. Maybe you can include Bruno G, triple Arsenal. But yeah, that'd be the gist of the team. Yeah, hopefully you can afford that, struggling. Sam says Lacroix to Lewis Skelly for a -4. I don't think I'd do it for a -4. I mean, you'd... I don't know. You need Lacroix to concede. Lacroix needs to concede. He needs to not hit DEFCON. And you need Lewis Skelly to keep a clean sheet for that to be worth it. Yeah, another hour, Flandy. I don't know. I don't know about taking -4s for Arsenal defence. I don't think it's something I would do. I'll just leave Lacroix. You might get DEFCON. You might end up with, like, you know, he might get 3, maybe 4 points. Lewis Skelly might get 6, and then you've actually not made a gain on it. Maybe you can do something in Gameweek 38 for free instead. Akshat says, get Tarkowski and Trossard or Saliba and Dewsbury Hall. Tarkowski Trossard is higher ceiling. Again, it's just... like, let's say after this game week you have big concerns about Trossard in Game Week 38, then I would only do that if you've got someone else you can play instead. But yeah, I like Tarkowski Trossard more for the upside, definitely. It's definitely a higher upside combination. What the Guac, love the name. He says, best Arsenal defender besides Gabriel Saliba. Raya, if I can include keepers. Otherwise, probably Lewis Skelly. I think Lewis Skelly and Mosquera are equally good. I'd probably say Mosquera just about ahead of Lewis Skelly. But it's really hard to predict what Arteta will do. Because he doesn't seem to have that much confidence in Mosquera. Like, he tried to put Rice in right back, it didn't work. But I think Mosquera starts the next 2. Lewis Skelly probably does, but you never know. Like, maybe Arteta will give Zubimendi a game. Probably say Mosquera. Struggling with this game, thanks for the 10 months. Says, same team after your transfers. How do you mean, sorry? So... oh, so you've got this team already, +4. +4 transfers on top of that. Right. You're in a great position, Em. So Lacroix, can you afford Lacroix to Tarkowski? Otherwise you could do Lacroix to Keane. I mean, you've got to spend the transfers somewhere. What about Lacroix to Keane, DCL to Thiago? Can you afford that? Those would be where I'd look to spend the transfers if I were you. It's not bad to have a couple of transfers or so in 38. Milkman says, g'day mate, Mitoma to Trossard, Dewsbury Hall and Die. Other mids are Bruno, Fernandes, Saka, Tavernier, Semenyo. I could cop a -4 for Tab out as well. 6.9 mil on the bank. Oh yeah, it's like I was saying, Dewsbury Hall and Die is safer for the next 2. Trossard's a little bit riskier, but higher upside perhaps. So yeah, it depends if you're chasing or if you're happy where you are. I just kind of feel like I may as well give it one final swing this game week for a top 10k push. It's almost certainly not going to happen, but I'll take the chance on Trossard, and if I'm worried about him in 38, I can bench him. So I would rank them in the same order that you've listed them. Trossard number 1. In that context. Oh, Baller, thank you for the super chat. Says, thoughts on Aina to Saliba. Is Saliba fit? Yeah, Saliba's fine. Good move. Yeah, go for it. I like the move. That makes a lot of sense. Antonio says, how would you bench Hill or Lacroix? I would bench Hill. Start Lacroix. Yeah, sorry, Baller. I was a bit behind. Torb in the chat says, I love this, brother. I fucking love Fridays. I love the energy from Torb. Appreciate you. Gabriel, triple captain. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. He's good this week. Definitely. Best clean sheet odds of the season. 13 Killing says, Henderson, Gabriel, Munoz, Nico, Bruno, Semenyo, Hinshelwood, Rice, Haaland. Thoughts on Munoz and Tav to Keane and Trossard -4, but bench who? Well, that's the thing. You'd bench DCL, but who's the second one you bench? I don't know if it's worth it. Not for a -4. I would just sell Munoz and leave it at that. I don't know if I do the -4. Your starting 11's good. Doesn't need it. Just play DCL. Let's do that thing again where I pause super chats for a minute, then I can answer more questions. How do I do that? I'm trying to remember how I did this last stream. Because I don't want to leave those questions unanswered in chat. And I know there's a lot and I'm missing them, so I'm going to I'm turning all monetization off. Don't try this at home. I understand the implications of this action. What a warning that is. You know YouTube don't want you to do it. We'll turn it back on later. Now I can answer more questions in chat. Weren't you planning on keeping yourself as a differential? I was thinking about it, but the gap is so much to top 10k. So I think I'm going to get Saka now, and Trossard instead's my differential. I've turned monetization off, but instead we'll do the little holy. So let's quickly do holy. Pick one, guys. Pomegranate Cobra. Dave has just gifted 5 memberships. I don't know how you've done that. I've just turned everything off. But thank you very much for the 5 gifted, Dave. How is that possible? Oh, maybe memberships still work. Pomegranate Piranha. Citrus Cobra. Or Watermelon Whale. That's all we got left. Cobra. Citrus Cobra. Let's do it. If you guys haven't seen Holy, there is a link in the description. Coupon codes. It's 0 sugar. No aspartame. No taurine. Natural flavours. Better alternative to conventional energy and soft drinks. It's like 2 espressos. Vitamin C. Good value for money. So if you want to check them out, there's a link below for that. And there's a couple of coupon codes as well. And it supports the channel. Shout out to Holy, appreciate you. Put vodka in it. Let's try it. I've not had the lemon one. Oscar, you'll be shitting yourself like Will off the In-Betweeners. Yeah, this is that the energy one. I need it, to be fair. I was up really early today for the FPL show. It's like a good hour away. Triple Captain Pomegranate. That's nice. It's genuinely nice, guys. And as I say, there's a couple of coupons in the description. Channel exclusives that you can use. One's like a £10, 10% off. One is £5 off. So I do highly recommend them. I'm very picky with sponsors, but it is genuinely nice. Which is why I've only got 4 left, because I've smashed through them. Start Gross or Richarlison? I would go Richarlison there. Wildcard and bench boost left for the last 2 game weeks. I would wildcard now, bench boost 38. Gabriel captain? Yeah, don't mind it. Scout selection. How many players have you got, guys? They've gone Kelleher, Gabriel, Keane, Maguire, Bruno, Saka captain, Bruno G, Dewsbury Hall, Haaland, Gyökeres and Thiago. How many has everyone got? So I love Gabriel, Bruno, Saka, Haaland and Thiago. 5 for me this week. You'll have 5 as well. Yeah. Including transfers, how many we have? 6. Any caffeine? Yeah, these ones, they've got like 4 types. These ones are the energy ones. And it has like 2 espresso shots. But then the other ones are like hydration. There's an iced tea one and there's a milkshake one. So you get 4 different types in the starter pack. That's probably the best one to get. start with a starter pack, and then you work out what you like, and you can just buy the sachets for that. And it's like, to fill up one of these, it's like, 50p. It's way cheaper than, other energy drinks. You got 5 as well. FPL Olympian as Captain Saka. No. Yeah, I think there's a chocolate one. There's like caramel, banana, strawberry. There's all sorts in the milkshake pack. But obviously I've smashed through the energy ones. So yeah, that's the scout selection. There we go. How long have we got? The deadline's 6:30, 45 minutes to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you still turning up at this late stage of the season. There's not long left, 2 weeks to go. How are we feeling about the end of the season? We'll do a poll on it. Saka 37%, Bruno 29%, Gyökeres 17%, other 17%. There we go, poll is up. Thank you again, Dave, for the 5 gifted. Luckily, we had the World Cup in the summer. Yeah, actually, I was going to do a poll on that as well. I was wondering how many people were going to play World Cup Fantasy. I'm personally not touching World Cup Fantasy with a barge poll, but it's it can be pretty fun. Different rules. I think the rules are like the same as World Cup Fantasy, isn't it? You can make like substitutions off your bench in between games and stuff. So yeah, different mechanics. I think the chips are slightly different, but no, I'm not touching it. I've got lots going on this summer, to be fair. Stag do, wedding, honeymoon, and looking after my bees. Sounded like a euphemism. I'm not sure what of, but it sounded like I was saying something else than I actually was then. What's your plan this week, Oscar? I'm going to do Palmer to Saka, Gross to Trossard. First hit of the season, last hit of the season. Going to send it. Any news on Liverpool? Yeah, Liverpool's like one of the leakiest teams, if not the leakiest. So I feel like there's a good chance we get something as we near the deadline. I'll double check. I don't know if there will be anything just yet, but I'll have a quick look. I'll certainly look again near the deadline for anyone that's got Liverpool players. Slot said Salah's ready for some minutes, so I guess he'll be on the bench. No, nothing at the moment. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it near the deadline. Oh, thank you, Jack. World Cup is such a disappointing grift for us Americans. I mean, I've seen the ticket prices and they're absolutely absurd. Thousands of dollars for some tickets. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Which keeper are you starting? I'm going to go double Brighton. Verbruggen and Van Heck. I'm really conflicted on it. Like, Leeds are top in the league for expected goals conceded in the last 6 games. Top in the league. But the clean sheet odds, on the other hand, aren't so good. Like, 18% this week. Brighton not much better, 25. So, there's only 7% in it. But I'm going to go Verbruggen and Van Heck. They'll probably both score. But I think both teams probably score. Or are you going to watch the first England group game? Not sure, actually. I need to figure that one out. I'll definitely be out with the squad. We'll be in London, probably. I think we'll be in London for it. Where did we go last time? Was it Box Park for the Euros? Yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely be out the squad, though. Bruno captain. Yeah, I think Bruno's a genuinely good captain this week. So 55% are looking forward to the season ending. 45% are going to miss it. What about the World Cup fantasy? Anyone playing that? Will you be playing World Cup Fantasy? Yes and no. There we go. Yeah, they'll have like an official one going. Will Messi do the back-to-back? Who's winning it? Is football finally coming home? Probably not. You're going to miss the season because you're on your best rank ever. Yeah, I guess the poll's kind of indicative of seasons, right? Like, if you're smashing it, like, you'll think... Obviously, you're going to be enjoying the game more, aren't you, than someone who's not had a season that they've... Or if someone's sitting on a bad rank, then they're probably not enjoying FPL nearly as much. Portugal to win the World Cup. Oof, imagine. If that happens, Messi will probably stay around for the one after that as well. You played the Euros Fantasy. I tried it once ever. When, to be fair, the channel was a lot smaller. Yeah, and I just wasn't much interest. I thought there would be a lot of interest in it, and I did a deadline stream for the first deadline, and like barely anyone tuned in. So I was like, screw this, I'm taking the summer off, and didn't even carry on after that. The weather next week is pretty good. Is it? Good to know. Depending on where you are anyway. It's quite vague, that. Mexico versus Portugal in the final. They should market the energy drink as a mixer. The variety of flavours would mean any whiskey, brandy or gin. Hey, that's a good point. Maybe they do. I don't know. You can put it in anything. But yeah, do check them out. Holy Energy. Delicious. You hope the USA get knocked out early. You reckon Spain will win? Would you plan to expand your channel to Twitch or Kick? I've thought about it. The audience is on YouTube though of FPL. I need to look at it again, but I've thought about multi-streaming to TikTok as well. Like, I could do TikTok streams simultaneously. I guess that's an option, but... Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't really know what the point is, though. Yeah, you have to have insane views on TikTok for it to be worth your time and money. Like, you know everyone that makes shorts on YouTube and TikTok and Reels and that? They pay, like, 30 quid a pop for those. I used to do them myself, because it's like, I'd much rather just do it myself than spend that kind of money. Let alone, by the way, like, if you do think about 3 game weeks, 3 times per game week, and then 38 game weeks, like, how many is that? How much is that over the season? Like, that's a fortune. So I couldn't justify doing shorts, so I've actually just given up on them. Maybe that's a bad idea, because they are good for views, but I also don't know how many people watch shorts that also watch streams. I think there's not much overlap. Like, there'll be a little bit of overlap, but I think a lot of people are just happy to watch a 60-second here's my team selection than listen to everything that I've got to say about the game week and the team. So yeah, I've never well, I used to bother. I used to do them myself, but I just was like, nah, this isn't worth it. Anyway, rambling. Gen Z likes shorts, no attention span, bro. Like, I use TikTok and I flick through it and stuff, but like, you don't get anything for it. You know, if I make a short and it gets 100,000 views, they'll give you like £1 for that. Keep your life balanced. You're good at this. Yeah, I mean, again, also, it's never about money for me. Like, obviously, I'll take sponsors. Like, I've got a wedding to pay for, but last year I did literally 1 sponsor. And I wish I could say some of the stuff I've turned down. I don't mean that in like a show-off way, but you guys genuinely wouldn't believe it. Just because some of the stuff is like ethically like a grey area. You just wouldn't believe, like, eye-watering money. Because I've come from absolutely nothing in my life. I came from nowhere. I lived in a little flat for like 7 years, and only recently moved house to somewhere slightly bigger. But like, so some of the stuff I've turned down is like just mental. Most of it's like betting. But it's mental. Some of the offers out there. Raid Shadow Legends. Shorts are rubbish. To be fair, I like TikTok and like Reels and that. I go on it myself. It's not my bedtime routine. Can you do another video of Ross next year? Yeah, I'd love to do a video of Ross and Harry again. The FPL Walk one was like genuinely one of the funniest videos. It actually is the funniest video I've ever done. If anyone's not seen it, like go watch the FPL Walk video of Harry and Ross. I was absolutely in tears recording that. There's so many outtakes. So yeah, hopefully we'll do another one. I'm happy you don't do betting. I'd quit if you did. Thanks for that. Like, I got another one just a few days ago, and they really like vaguely worded it, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like, so how does it work? And then I managed to get it out of them that they're actually talking about basically like a betting site, and I was like, well, I'm out. Sorry. Are you a Gen Z? I actually don't even know. I'll be honest. What are the generations? What's Gen Z? I feel like I should know that. Everyone, at this point, it's too late to ask. I mean, I've just asked, but I've just gone along with it all along. I always see people talking about it, but I feel like I'm out of the loop. I don't know what it is. You're definitely on the tail end of millennial. Gen Z's from 1999. Oh, I'm definitely not that. What's the one before that? I'm the one before that, whatever the one before Gen Z is. I'll take that as a compliment though, but yeah, I'm definitely not Gen Z. You, Harry and Ross should do a final Gameweek joint stream. Again, I'd love to, but we've talked about it before, but then it's like, who gets to do the stream? This doesn't really make sense, because then it's all going to go on one channel. So it's difficult to find a way to find common ground with that. Like, if you go back, it must have been like 4 years ago. I think Harry and Ross's channels were like... I don't even know if they were doing deadline streams, or maybe they were. But I went to Fantasy Football Fest, and I did a deadline stream with them. And it was absolute carnage. Like, it was mental. It's just so noisy. There's so many drunk people in the background. But I wanted to try something different. I did it live from there, and it was... I'm definitely not doing that again, but it was good fun. I did that with Harry and Ross, and that's the only stream we've ever done together. Oh, I'm Gen X. Okay, I'm Gen X. 42% playing World Cup Fantasy, 58% aren't. You can multi-stream. How does that work? Well, like people can watch us all at the same time. Yeah, I play FPL Draft, Jake. Actually, just when at the start of this stream, when I was playing the stream intro, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to do my draft team, so I quickly did it during the intro. Oh, I'm not Gen X. I don't know what the one is before Gen Z. Gen X would mean you're my uncle's age. Oh, okay, I'm not Gen X. I don't know them. I don't know what they are. the one before it then. Millennial. Oh, okay. Well, what's millennial then? How old are you, Oscar? Because you're not 50. Oh, millennial. Okay, all right. Someone said Gen X. I'm a millennial. Millennial's not official. Gen Y. What the hell is Gen Y? What's your transfer plans? I'm going to do Palmer to Saka and then Gross to Trossard. -4. Gen Z starts in 97. Oh, I see. Oh, Gen Y is also millennial. How old are you, Oscar? Guess. How old do you think I am? Closest guess wins. Should I buy BBL? What's BBL? Who's that? Looking fine for 45. Thank you. Some of these are way under, some of these are way over. So, on average, about right. I actually don't know how old I am. 90. Fuck, I'm not, no, that can't be right. November 91. I'm not 35, am I? Is that 34? I think I'm 34. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Damn. I actually forgot for a sec. You forget, I don't know. You forget, I guess, as you get older. So I'm a millennial. You're 91 as well. Maybe I'll have to always have super chats off. Super chats are down. Yeah, I turned them off for a bit. The chat's just gone off the rails, so I don't know. Maybe I have to turn it back on. I'll turn them back on. I don't know. It's just a thing I've been trying recently where I turn them off for like half an hour. Because sometimes I'm so rapidly like trying to get through them that I miss everything that's put in chat. So I'm trying to, I don't know, it's really hard. I need to strike a balance somehow. Not sure how to do that, but I have to, yeah. Anyway, I'll just put them back on. That was good fun. FPL Unk. I was having a crisis. Oh dear. You're from 1935. How old does that make you? You're 91. You look a bit younger than me, and you're turning 74 next month. You was leaving school in 91. Any team news leaks? I'll double check. At the moment, no. No. Not at the moment. Quick look at the most transfer players, shall we? Gyökeres number 1. Then Saka, Dewsbury Hall, Doku, Saliba, Tarkowski. Oh, Jack, thanks for the 6 months. Cherky, Doku or Semenyo? I'm really struggling with this. What, who to start? One of Cherky or Semenyo. I mean, Cherky's just had a rest. But then Foden did well. Probably Semenyo, if I had to pick one. I hate to say, because I just bloody sold him. Most sold. Rogers, then Gibbs, White, Watkins, Semenyo, Okafor, João Pedro, Virgil, Cherky, Anderson. Rogers is the most sold, just about. No, I've never gotten into cricket, to be honest. I went to watch it live once, but that's about it. Cromer, thank you very much for the super chat. Gabriel, Haaland, Bruno. Who shall I make captain? Out of those three, if I was ranking them, Bruno, then Gabriel, then Haaland. But like that is genuinely so close. Like, yeah, it's still dead even on the captain widget. This updates itself every minute. And it's still a 5-way tie. I've not ever seen this ever happen on the widget. It's not broken. It's that close this week. So take your pick. He once commentated at Lords. Trossard, thoughts on him? Yeah, I'm gonna punt on Trossard. Why not? Why not? It's the penultimate game week. Yeah, why not? It's Burnley home. Come on. I don't mind it. My other transfer will be Palmer to Saka. I mean, part of me is tempted to just do Gross to Trossard and not take a hit, and then hope that Palmer can match Saka. That's possible. You should be a commentator. How do you even go about becoming a commentator? I guess you have to start in like the lower leagues. No, I'm not. I don't think his minutes are that secure, Mets. He is a risk for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it'd be kind of a cool job commentator going to all the games, but I quite like. I mean, I can't complain. It's like a dream job to talk about FPL for a living, isn't it? And I get to do it from the comfort of my own home. So I don't think I would change anything for the world right now. I'm happy. Maybe if you could watch the streams and commentate that way. Banger song. Box and meat canvas. Jack, thank you for the super chat. Doku, Cherky or Semenyo? Really struggling with this. Oh, wait, that was the same as your... yeah, so Semenyo, I would say, if I had to pick one there. Well, he's up against his old team as well. They might need his energy for the press. It's close. I would rank them Semenyo, Cherky, Doku. Kano says, I'm 2 points ahead of me in my league. My rivals are 9 and 20 points behind me, and they've got triple captain and bench boost respectively. Do I bring in Thiago? What's my start and bench order? Oh, it's on the next one. Got you. I was confused what you meant there. I was like, what do you mean bench order? I see. So for Bruggen, Darlow. So you start... Oh, yeah, I'd go double defence for Bruggen and Van Heck. So for Bruggen, Gabriel, Saliba, O'Reilly. Oh, hang on. Bruno, Saka, Zobo, Cherky. Yeah, I would bench Van Heck. I'd bench Gross. Darlow. And DCL. But if you're doing DCL, you're doing DCL to Thiago. So if you can do that, yeah. DCL to Thiago I like. You bench Darlow. Bench Van Heck. Bench Gross. And if you're bringing in Thiago, I would take a chance on benching Cherky as well. Okay, no, it's really close there, but I think Cherky is benchable. I think he's benchable this week. Oh, Justin's missing. Bench Justin then, yeah. Got you. Yeah, makes sense. Bench Justin. Delboy Tokyo, how we doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. What's your plan, Focal? Palmer to Saka, Gross to Trossard. -4. First hits of the season. Last hit of the season. Why not? It's not going to make much of a difference either way, probably. We'll see. Maybe it will. I don't know. Gross just strikes me like he's been great. Like he had the double. He's returned a few assists, but he's not the sort of player that can come away with the haul. And Trossard can be. Not often, but... Sorry, yeah, and who to captain? Well, I'm going Saka, so I would say Saka captain Kano, Bruno vice. Congrats on 250k, Oscar. Thank you, Shackle. I think I actually hit it like a month ago, and then I've just been stuck there since. Because there's like a confliction now between people that are subscribing, but people that are also like unsubscribing because they're done with the FPL season. And that's fair enough. Like some people are just done at this point, given up. A few of my mates have stopped playing already. So the channel's not grown for a month or so, maybe 2 months. But that always happens at the end of every season. As soon as it gets to Gameweek 38, you'll get like 1,000 unsubscribes. But that's fair enough. Like I'd probably do the same. Your brother stopped playing months ago. Or terrible content. Yeah, the content could have just like fallen off in quality here. FPL's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But yeah, it happens very suddenly. It's like you get to Gameweek 38 and it's like, whoop. Prince Farouk says, welcome back for the penultimate stream. Hey, Focal. My team is for Bruggen, O'Reilly, Gabriel, Van Heck, Palmer, Cherky, Bruno, Tavernier, Haaland, DCL, Thiago. And your bench is Darla, Mitoma, Hill, and Gummerson. You've got one transfer, 2.9 mil. And you're thinking Saka and Gyökeres, Saka or Gyökeres, Dewsbury Hall and Die from -4. Not sure. So Palmer to Saka. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. What currency is NGN? How much did you just send me? It's pink. I've never seen it pink before. What is NGN? Is that Naira? Anyway. So yeah, Palmer to Saka. And then the second move could be Mitoma to Trossard for the -4. What about that? Nigerian Naira. Ah, okay. Sorry, Novus. Yeah, I did. I'll just go back up. Yeah, Palmer to Saka, and then how about, are you on triple Arsenal? Gabriel. Can you afford DCL to Gyökeres? I can't do the maths in my head on that, but if you can afford DCL to Gyökeres for the -4 and sell DCL, that's even better. But you could do Mitoma to Trossard for the -4. That's nice. Novus, thank you for the 43 months. 49-point mini league lead. Captain Saka, Bruno or Gyökeres? I would say he's so close this week. I could be completely wrong when I say Saka, but it's Saka for me, and I'm going to be Bruno Vice. I'll be in my team shortly after I've made my transfers and hit confirm, and I'll swap the armband to Saka. And it'll be a 3-4-3. That's a great lead, by the way, Novus. Like, you've got it in the bag, basically. That's a really healthy lead. Lucidus, thank you for the 34 months. GG Oscar, I just can't make up my mind on what to do. I know it's tough this week. It's really tough this week. You know, especially for people that are chasing. It's like, how much do you want to push it? And then it's like, how much do you want to invest in Arsenal? Also, which Arsenal even? And do you include Everton, or which Everton do you go? There's a lot of good options. Sardango or Bowen for the last attacking slot. I would go Dango. Koa says Munoz to Gabriel and Semenyo to Cunha or Trossard or Cunha to Trossard or Rice. I think Munoz to Gabriel's got to be the priority there. Koa. Oh, Teddy's crying. All right, Teddy. Come on then. Come on then. Thought he wasn't going to show up today. Right. Munoz, yeah, Gabriel's got to be the priority there. Yusuf says same except Saka. DCL for Palmer, Thiago, 2 free transfers. Hey Teddy, they're glad to see you, mate. They're glad to see you. Same except Saka, DCL for Palmer, Thiago, 2 free transfers. I'm struggling to follow this question. DCL to Thiago alike. If we can do Palmer to Saka, I would do that as well with the second transfer. Yeah, go for it. Teddy is here. I'll hit the like button 5 times now. Hit the like button now. Marcus, thank you for the 45 months. Do I get a third Arsenal for a hit? I don't mind it this week. It's such a ridiculously good fixture that I think it's okay to go for it. I wouldn't do it if like you've got a good lead and you're just trying to play conservative. But if you're chasing a bit, like I think Arsenal players for a hit are good. John says he's got 3... Did I miss any up there? No. John's got 3 free transfers. He's starting a back 4 of O'Reilly, Gabriel, Van Heck and Senesi. Tavernier Hill and Ampadu on the bench. Pedro to Gyökeres or Senesi to Saliba. Who to captain? If I was picking one, I would go... What are you doing? If I was picking one, I would do Pedro to Gyökeres there. I feel like that's a lot more upside than selling Senesi to Saliba. Yeah, I would go with that. Who to captain? Have you got Saka? Saka and Bruno would be my top 2 this week. Chow versus O'Reilly. Oh, you got to go O'Reilly, surely. He's still massive upside. Start Chow or Gray. Let me check the clean sheet odds. If anyone's got dilemmas like that, these are the clean sheet odds. So Newcastle 22%, Man City 28%. So go Gray. What's Tom doing? Tom was thinking of actually ignoring Saka completely, and he was just going to buy Rice, which is quite bold. But it could be an absolute genius move if Palmer can just match Saka these final 2 game weeks, which isn't out of the question at all. Back 4 is, so yeah, back 4 is O'Reilly, Gabriel, Van Heck, Senesi. So I'd use a second transfer and lose Senesi then, if you can. You know, like Keane is like 4.5 mil or 4.6 mil. Dimitri says he's got Gabriel, Wright, Eze, 2 transfers, chasing rank. Which triple Arsenal to go would you suggest? So you've got Gabriel, Raya, Eze. If you can get a way to go, if you can find a way to go Eze to Saka, then I'd say that's the one. But yeah, if you can't, then just Eze to Trossard. It's a bit sideways, but I mean, you don't sell Gabriel, you don't sell Raya, so it's just Eze out. That's basically your only option there. Yeah, I don't mind Gyökeres captain at all. I think he's a good shout. So Abdullah says, I'm doing Lacrata Keane, Gross to Dewsbury Hall, Gyökeres captain, and you're playing Calvert-Lewin over Van Heck. Is that approved? Mr. Millennial. Who are you calling Mr. Millennial? I rate it. Yeah, Lacrata Keane, nice. Okay. Gross to Dewsbury Hall, yeah. Gyökeres captain, yeah. DCL over Van Heck, yeah. I think DCL over Van Heck is fine. Yeah, no, that looks good, Abdullah. Thank you, mate. Pratik says, wildcard team, please. Wildcard team. God, it's hard to do. Let's see. I'll quickly put one together like that. So we'll have Gyökeres. I'll probably even have Semenyo back in there. Something like this. Who am I missing? Dewsbury Hall in there. Something along these lines. Oh, it's not got enough in the bank though, but yeah, something like that. It needs to be a 3-4-3. Maybe just go stack and then leave them like that. 2.4 mil. Keane. Something like this, but you'll have to play around with it a little bit if you don't have the money. Maybe you could lose Semenyo to like Cherky or someone like that, or Bruno G. Maybe just skip City mids entirely. Something like that if I was wildcarding. So you'd bench Van Heck, Beal and Stack. For Arsenal. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so Pickford. Something like that. Maybe you could go Vice, backup keeper. Maybe you'll start in 38, home to Wolves. Something like that. I feel like you have to go triple outfield. You lose Raya there. But yeah, that'd be roughly it off the top of my head if I was wildcarding. Lucidus says, would you reckon Wilson against Wolves for chasing? I'm not sure on Wilson. He's just been, I don't know, not been convinced by him recently. It's not the same Wilson from early in the season. The fixture's great though, so you never know. But I would rather like a Dewsbury Hall, and he's even cheaper, or in Dye, home to Sunderland, who's still putting up decent numbers. Annihilism, thank you for the super chat. 2 free transfers. Should I go for Gyökeres or Raya? Since I've already got Saka and Gabriel, and who to get in place of Tavernier? I've got Cherky, is that Cherky, Saka, Bruno, Xhaka? Who should I go? Wilson, Kumaris or Dewsbury Hall? I'll go Dewsbury Hall. And definitely Gyökeres over Raya if you've got a choice. What are you doing? He's scratching the floor back there. What is he doing? Oh, it's 4K. I've messed the camera up now. Right, NPC. NPC dog. Press A to pet dog. What are you... Right. Yeah, so if you... Yeah, Gyökeres over Raya, 100%. Dewsbury Hall, I think, as well out of those. But Bruno G is nice as well. I would rank them... No, I'd go Bruno G, then Dewsbury Hall, then Wilson, if I could rank them. What is bro doing? I'm so behind on chat. Yeah, let's pause super chats. Don't send any because I need to make sure I get through all of these. Yodano says Captain Gabriel or Saka or Fernandes if you're chasing rank. I don't. What do you guys think Saka and Bruno effective ownership will be? Who's going to be higher? Do you think Saka's higher? I mean, Gabriel, I guess, is the one if you chase him. Gabriel is the most chasing captain, and I guess then Saka, then Bruno. I'll do a quick captain poll, let's gauge it. But the thing is, Bruno's so highly owned compared to Saka, so it's hard to gauge the actual effective ownership. Right, poll is up. Need to make my transfers as well within the next 10 minutes and also catch up on super chats here. Ms. Fladut says 1 free transfer for Bruggen to Raya or DCL to Thiago or Roll. DCL to Thiago I think is a really nice upside move. I don't think it's that bad to start him in 38 either. Gomez starts. What, so that Konate's out then, is it? Stanislav says Rodgers to Trossard for a free transfer. Got Gabriel and Saliba. Yeah, I like that. I rate that. Go for it, Stanislav. I'm going to buy Trossard as well. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Sohan says, hi Oscar, start Darlow over Bruggen, Cherky or Beale. I would start... Verbruggen's got slightly better clean sheet odds. And Cherky for the upside over Beale. Momo Sissoko says, bench boosting this week, 4 free transfers, Anderson, Rodgers, Tavernier, Munoz to Saka captain and Diakine Castagna, or Rodgers, Tavernier, Anderson, Trossard. No, I think the first one's better. Go for the first combination. That's stronger. Yeah, I like the first one a lot more. Young Ninja, thank you for the super chat. And also Starboy McGee for the 34 months. Thank you again. Says, should I start Van Dijk or Gay? I think I'd go Gay, honestly. Annihilism says, I'm second in my mini league and there's only 10 points difference between the top 3. Yeah, I mean, it's all to play for if it's 10 points. Like, that's definitely not over yet. You can make that up, 100%. You can do it in one good week. 100% possible with one good game week. Jones in for McAllister, Oscar. Is that the league lineup? I've not had a chance to look on Twitter or anything. It could be... Oh, Gomez could be right back with Jones moving further forward. Oh, okay. So it's in right back. Jones right back. That's about all we know then. So... Yeah, no Frimpong and right back. Zobo playing in midfield, not out of position. Yeah, it's recoverable analysis. Keep going, mate. Koa says 2 free transfers. I can't get to Gabriel in one go. Should I sell Saliba and roll to 2 free transfers for 38? Yeah, I think Gabriel's obviously better, but it's not significant enough difference to use 2 transfers instead of 1. Like, that 1 transfer could be a difference maker in 38. So if I was in that situation, I would just go Saliba. Leaston says who to triple captain this week. I would say if I had it, I'd probably be going Saka this week. Bruno's also great. Gyökeres is good. Even Gabriel's good. Like, the captain widget's a 5-way tie for the first time all season. It's a 5-way tie this week. That's how close it is. Jack says buy Doku or Cherky for the last 2 game weeks. I wouldn't buy either, honestly. I wouldn't buy either. I forgot how to do... What is going on? I've just forgotten how to do the animation to change screen. Hello? Is that... Oh, there we go. I just had a brain fart and I forgot to do that. Yeah, I don't think I'd get either. I'd rather like Bruno G, Dewsbury Hall, Cherky, any of those over Doku and Cherky, just because they're not necessarily nailed on for the next 2. Like, they could be great, and maybe they both do start both and do well. Maybe they start one. Who knows? But our legend is getting old. Bro's finished. Does that not ever happen to any of you, where you just have a brain fart and you forget something so simple? You're like, wait, how do I do it? Or like maybe just like spelling a word, like where a word doesn't make sense anymore. You're like, how do I spell it? What does that word even mean? Has anyone ever done that? I don't know how to describe it. I think it just happened to me then. Thought I had my keyboard upside down. What, Teddy? No, I'm busy. I'm streaming. No. No. Anyway, a couple more questions. I've got 7 minutes till deadline. Keep the questions coming. T. Salama says, Lacrosse starting. Do I swap him to Saliba? Come on then. There he is. He's back. Swap him to Saliba. Tavernier to Trossard. Tavernier to Ndai. Or João Pedro to Gyökeres. The last one means Lacrosse starting. So... Probably Lacroix to Saliba is just about the best option there, but it's super close. Because Lacroix no good for the next 2 game weeks, is he? But Saliba's great. They're all great options, honestly. It's so hard. One thing I will say for anyone that's not made their transfer yet is it's so close when you're talking about a time frame of 2 game weeks. You know, like if you look at stuff like bookies odds or projected points, there's so many players that are, you know, like 1%, 2% apart, or the same for projected points. You know, like 0.1, 0.2. And when it's that close, it's just complete noise in the data. And no one can say this is definitely better than that. Like, anything can happen when 22 people step out onto a football pitch. So when you're talking about longer time spans, like you can make more assured judgments, but it's the last 2 game weeks, so I'd say just go with your gut when you've got feelings about certain things. But for me, looking at that, Lacroix to Saliba makes sense. Otherwise, you have to also start Lacroix. Rakagumi, thanks for the 43 months. Haaland to Gyökeres, I need to make leaps. I mean, that is the ultimate risky play, isn't it? Because Haaland's so highly owned. Anyone not got Haaland in the chat? It depends how much of a leap. Like there's got to be other ways you can make the leap. There's got to be other ways. Isak and Frimpong are both injured. Are they? Oh, I need to make my move. We've got 5 minutes till the deadline. God, let me do my moves. Almost forgot. 5 minutes till deadline. Right. I'm going for it. First hit of the season, and hopefully last hit of the season. Palmer to Saka. Gross to Trossard. Confirm. It's done. Oh, Captain Saka as well. Bruno Weiss. All or nothing. This time next week, I'll be saying it was nothing. There we go. -4 taken. Triple captain Gabriel or Bruno. I think I like Bruno slightly more than Gabriel, but they're both honestly great triple captains this week. But Bruno is probably higher upside. I think he's got more double-digit returns. Wow, 3,200. What a turnout. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you tuning in this deep in the season as well with just a couple of game weeks. I'm glad people are still interested in the FPL streams and the season and everything. So thank you for that. My transfers are done. I did Palmer to Saka and I did Gross to Trossard. What's the dog's name? His name is Teddy. He's even got his own emoji. Is Saka captain not risky? Well, yeah, he's going to come off early for sure, but I'd expect him to start. So, yeah, he just needs to do the damage and the 60. I don't know how many minutes he'll get. How many minutes do you guys think Saka gets? Captain poll results. Saka 44%, 25% Bruno, 19% Gyökeres, 12% other. How many minutes do you guys think Saka gets this game week? $75, 63, 67, 60. Anu says Senesi, Palmer, DCL to Gabri, Juiceable, Gyökeres. Yeah, good moves, good moves. You got 2 minutes, Anus. Go for it. Those are good moves. Lock it in. Lock it in, mate. I like the moves. Is my bench order right, guys? Tavernier, then Beal, then Hill. Do you agree with that? I think Beal should start with the flags, but second behind Tavernier. Bournemouth with a 10-day rest playing home. Whoa, 10 gifted memberships from Prince Farouk. Thank you, mate. Welcome to the 10 new members. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks, Farouk. Legend. Welcome to the 10 new members. Rio starts, does he? Ngumo starts. There you go. If anyone's got him as a bench fodder, you could maybe move him ahead of your bench further up, first or second. Gameweek 37. Palmer to Saka. And then Pascal Gross to Trossard. First and last, -4 of the season. Good luck, everyone. I'm just posting that on socials. Palmer, Saka, Gross, Trossard. There we go. Did that save? Yep. Alright, back over to chat. Time is up. Is that it? That's the deadline. It's still... Oh, no, that is it. There we go. Alright, didn't post. What did everyone do then? Let us know in chat. What transfer did you make? Brian says, that's crazy you're taking your first hit of the season now. I must have taken at least -16 by now. Yeah, actually, I'm not normally so good with avoiding hits as I have been this season. Last season, I think I took -12 in total. You did Minte to Casemiro. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even talk about Casemiro in the stream. Last Man United game at Old Trafford. And Carrick said he's fit to start. Yeah, he's been amazing this season. I wonder where he goes. I wonder where Salah goes. End of an era. Hopefully Salah starts in Gameweek 38. Oh, are Southampton guilty? Should they be allowed to play in the 200 million game? What's everyone's verdict on that? If anyone missed it, maybe some people know more or can explain it better than me. But there was someone on the Southampton FC staff who spied on Middlesbrough training, and they got a photo of the spy. There he is. Caught in 4K. That is a low res photo. Spygate. So I think they're going to make a decision on it. The championship or whatever put a statement out saying they're going to decide what to do about that situation, and whether they're disqualified and what happens ahead of the next game. Interesting. But it's It's Coventry and who were the other one that already promoted? Coventry and Ipswich. That was it. And then the playoffs is Hull versus Southampton as it stands in the final. Ipswich back. Sam Cromer says, I did Sartre Trossard. I hope I can stay first in the mini league. Mate, I hope he smashes it for you. I hope he does well, because I just brought him in as well. Oh, that's my old team. Oops, there we go. That's my new team. Shat myself then. I thought I forgot to make my transfers. IA says, hey Oscar, thank you for the season, mate. Good luck and see you next week. So, yeah, I think we'll wrap up there, unless anyone's got any more questions. Otherwise, the outro song is playing. Don't forget to install the Focal app. And don't forget to check out Holy. Link in the description for them. There's a 10% off coupon. And there's also a £5 off coupon. And they're doing a discount on starter packs. So do check them out. Channel sponsor. Delicious. Oscar, you need a break. Hey, one more week. One more stream. We're nearly there. But thank you for that. Good stream though. I enjoyed that. I flew by. We'll leave it there. Quick question before the deadline. Captain Saka or Gyökeres? Quick answer. After the deadline. You've missed the deadline. I probably would have said Saka, but both of those are good. Love it. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thank you guys as always. Good luck this game week. We'll leave it there. I hope you get a nice big green arrow. Rufus Dussault was excellent. Thank you for asking. Absolutely loved them. Had the time of my life. Yeah, I was feeling a little bit ropey yesterday. I get 2-day hangovers these days. So when I still woke up for the FPL show today, I was still feeling it a bit, I think. But show went well. Anyway, rambling. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate your support. That's it for me. Focal out. Good luck, guys.